हेलो फ्रेंड्स। अगर आपको लगता है कि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट सिर्फ जॉब की कमी है या जॉब की कमी से होती है, तो क्लासिकल थ्योरी आपकी सोच बदल देगा। ये थ्योरी कहती है कि इकोनॉमी हमेशा खुद बैलेंस हो जाती है। सच है या मिथ? क्लासिकल थ्योरी के क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, हु इज रिगार्डेड एज द फाउंडर ऑफ क्लासिकल इकोनॉमिक? कार्ल मार्क्स, बी John Maynard Keynes, C. Adam Smith, D. David Ricardo. Answer is C, that is Adam Smith. Adam Smith, with The Wealth of Nations, his book published in 1776, laid the foundation of classical economics and emphasized free markets, division of labor, and the invisible hand, which says that market balance itself, demand and supply balance itself. Question number 2, which of the following is correct? Following correctly states Say's law of market. A, demand creates its own supply. B, supply and demand are always equal. C, supply creates its own demand. D, consumption always equal investment. Answer is C, that is supply creates its own demand. Classical economists, especially JB Say, argued that production generates income, which in turn generates demand. So general overproduction or depression cannot persist. They will adjust automatically. Question number 3. According to classical economists, the main cause of unemployment is assumed to be A, insufficient aggregate demand, B, government intervention in wage setting, C, rigid or sticky wages in the short run, and D is frictions in labor market adjustment. Answer is C, that is rigid or sticky wages in the short run. Classical theory assumes markets clear quickly. Persistent unemployment is due to wages not adjusting downward, not to lack of demand. Question number 4, which of the following policies did classical economists favor? A, heavy government regulation of industries. B, protectionist in the trade policies. C, laissez-faire and free competition. D, large public sector employment program. Answer is C, laissez-faire and free competition. Classical economists stressed economic freedom, free markets, and minimal government interference in the working of supply and demand. Question number 5. The classical theory of value is largely based on the A, utility theory of value, B, marginal productivity theory, C, labor theory of value, D, subjective preference theory. Answer is C, labor theory of value. Classical economists such as Adam Smith and David Ricardo held that the exchange value of good is closely related to the amount of labor required to produce it. Question number 6. Who among the following is best known for the principle of comparative advantage? A, Adam Smith, B, Thomas Malthus, C, David Ricardo, John Stuart Mill. Answer is C, David Ricardo. Ricardo developed the theory of comparative advantage, showing that the countries gain from specializing in goods they produce relatively more efficiently, even if they are less efficient in absolute terms. Question number 7. According to classical economists, national income is distributed among three classes: labor, capitalists, and landlords. B, two classes, rich and poor. C, four classes, labor, managers, entrepreneurs, and government. Only capitalists and workers. Answer is three classes: labor, capitalists, and landlords. Classical distribution theory divides national product into wages, that is for labor, profits for capitalists, and the rent for landlords. Question number 8. Which classical economist is associated with the population doctrine? A. David Ricardo, B. Thomas Malthus, Adam Smith, D. John Stuart Mill. Answer is B. Thomas Malthus. Malthus argued that population tends to grow faster than food supply, leading to poverty and checks such as famine and diseases unless growth is controlled. Question number 9. In the classical model, the role of government in managing the economy is generally considered to be minimal as markets are self-regulating, be central to control prices and output, C focused on deficit financing, and D aim at maintaining full employment through spending. Answer is A, minimal, as markets are self-regulating. Classical economists believed that free markets automatically adjust to full employment equilibrium, so government intervention on should be limited. They believe in laissez-faire. Which Question number 10. Which of the following best describes the classical view on savings and investment? Savings can be permanently greater than investment. B. Interest rate adjustments ensure that savings equal investment. C. Government must always bridge the gap between savings and investment. And D is savings and investment are unrelated. Answer is interest rate adjustments ensure that savings equal investment. Classical economists held that flexible interest rates bring planned savings and planned investments into equilibrium in the loanable funds market. Question number 11. According to classical economics, long-run economic growth mainly depends on A. Government spending, B. Increases in the money supply, C. Capital accumulation and productivity improvements, and D. Protectionist trade policies. Answer is C. Capital accumulation and productivity improvements. Classical growth models emphasize real factors like capital formation, labor, and technical progress rather than monetary and fiscal policy. Question number 12. Which of the following is not associated with classical economics? A. Adam Smith, B. David Ricardo, C. Thomas Malthus, and D. J.M. Keynes. Answer is D. J.M. Keynes. Keynes is the founder of Keynesian economics, which challenged classical assumptions about automatic full employment and flexible prices and wages. Question number 13. In the classical framework, money is primarily treated as a store of value only. B. Medium of exchange or veil over real transactions. C. Cause of long-run inflation. D. Determinant of real output. Answer is B. Medium of exchange or veil over real transactions. Classical economists generally believe that money does not affect real variables, that is output, employment, etc. in the long run. It mainly affects nominal variables such as prices. Question number 14. The classical economists generally believed that international trade should be based on heavy tariffs to protect domestic industries, B. Centralized planning, C. Free trade and comparative advantage, D. State monopolized trade. Answer is free trade and comparative advantage. Classical economists, especially Ricardo, advocated free trade because it allows countries to specialize and trade to comparative advantage, raising overall welfare. The last question. Which of the following statement best reflects the classical view of full employment? A. Full employment is only possible with government job creation. B. Full employment is a rare and temporary condition. C. Full employment is the normal tendency of a free market economy. And D, full employment is impossible due to population pressure. Answer is C. Full employment is the normal tendency of a free market economy. Classical economists argued that flexible wages and prices will adjust to maintain full employment, so any unemployment is short-run or due to institutional rigidities. So, if you like, I can give you more such questions for your competitive examination of UPSC, CUET, and all the economics exams. Thank you.